Sam Cane is fired up for a big showdown in Wellington this weekend. The All Blacks veteran flanker is gearing up for his 100th Test match, and he's determined to snap New Zealand's winless streak at home against their longtime rivals, Australia. Can you believe the All Blacks haven't won in Wellington since 2018? That's 5 matches and a shocking loss to Argentina just last month. If you are a fan of the All Blacks, write "Go All Blacks" in the comments and subscribe to the channel. Cane, who debuted back in 2012 and scored 2 tries against Ireland, is only the 13th player in All Blacks history to hit the century mark. But this milestone comes with some bittersweet news. He'll be heading to Japan to play for Suntory Sungoliath after the season, making this likely his last game on New Zealand soil. It's a big moment for him, and he's reflecting on the journey it took to get here. "You need a bit of luck along the way to get to 100, he shared, noting that while his first 50 tests came relatively quickly, the last 50 were a re. Now, even though the match is a dead rubber, since the All Blacks already secured the Bledisloe Cup with that tight 31-28 win in Sydney, there's still a lot on the line. Australia is gunning for their first victory over New Zealand since 2020, while the All Blacks are itching to end a 6-year drought in their capital city. Cane was candid when discussing the team's struggles, saying, "It hasn't been good enough. We're excited about the opportunity to sort that out." Cane stepped into the captaincy role in 2020 after Kieran Read retired, but he faced challenges, including a red card in last year's Rugby World Cup final against South Africa. After recovering from a neck injury earlier this season, he's back in the lineup and focusing on contributing as a player rather than shouldering the captaincy pressure. "It's probably just the mental load," he explained. "Coming back in and not having that means just being able to contribute where I can and focus on being the best player I can be." So, mark your calendars for Saturday's match. Will Cane and the All Blacks finally clinch a win in Wellington? It's bound to be an epic clash, and you won't want to miss it. In summary, Sam Cane is poised to play his 100th Test match as the All Blacks face Australia in Wellington. Despite a tough streak at home, the team is eager to break that cycle and put on a show for their fans. Cane's journey has been filled with challenges, but he's ready to make this milestone a memorable one. Go All Blacks! All Blacks head coach Scott Robertson had a lot to say about 2 rising stars in the All Blacks squad after their impressive performance in the Bledisloe Cup win over the Wallabies in Sydney. Cortez Radama and Wallace Satiti, 2 rookies who have been turning heads all season, played key roles in the 31-28 victory, and Robertson couldn't be prouder of their progress. If you are a fan of All Blacks, write "Go All Blacks" in the comments and subscribe to the channel to reach the target of 10,000 subscribers. Both players made a name for themselves in Super Rugby Pacific this year, shining for the Chiefs on their journey to the final. Even though they lost that final to the Blues, their performances earned them spots in the All Blacks squad. These two have been steadily making their way into the starting lineup, and now they're showing they belong on the big stage. Radama's skills at scrum half earned him the Man of the Match award, thanks to his slick passes and aggressive running. He gained 49 meters from just 5 runs, while Satiti, playing loose forward, carried the ball 16 times for 53 meters. Not bad for 2 guys still early in their Test careers. Robertson was pumped when asked about their performances. "Oh, just pleased that they got the courage to show their talent and their skill set on the bigger stage," he said, clearly proud of how they handled the pressure. So early in their Test career, they step right to the occasion, don't they, in the big moments. And, it's great when you give a young players opportunities and they take them. For Robertson, it's been a joy to watch these 2 develop over the past few weeks. The last 3 weeks, both of them have been remarkable. Great story, isn't it? However, the win didn't come without a cost. The All Blacks lost Jordie Barrett to a knee injury. Robertson confirmed the injury, saying, "He's got a medial knee, so we'll have to get that scanned." Fans will be waiting nervously for updates on Barrett's condition. The game itself was a wild one. The All Blacks shot out to a 21-0 lead in the first half and were up 31-14 early in the second half. But as has been the case in several recent tests, they struggled in the final 20 minutes and couldn't score any points. On top of that, they had to play with 13 men after Anton Lienert-Brown and Caleb Clark were both yellow-carded. Despite the close finish, Robertson was just glad to get the win after 2 straight losses to South Africa. "I'm really pleased," he said. "I'm just really proud of the effort and the care, some incredible defense at the end there and some scramble D, and been to a couple of yellow cards, just found a way to win it. I'm so proud." He also gave credit to the Wallabies for making it such a close contest. "Probably full respect to the Aussies, and we just didn't quite finish those opportunities we've been creating all year, and there's big momentum swings. There's no doubt that the All Blacks will need to iron out those late-game issues, but Robertson's squad is showing resilience. When the score is like that, there's always a little bit of trepidation, isn't it? You've got to keep going and get those final passes to stick. But they didn't, and we got into a hell of a battle and found a way." What did you think of the match? Do you agree with Robertson's praise for Radama and Satiti? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss an update. We're aiming for 10,000 subscribers, and we'd love for you to be part of the journey. Go All Blacks! All Blacks head coach Scott Robertson singled out Wallace Satiti and Cortez Radama for special praise after the rookie duo impressed during their Bledisloe Cup victory in Sydney on Saturday. Loose forward Satiti and scrum half Radama were 2 of the Chiefs' best performers during the Hamilton-based outfit's run to this year's Super Rugby Pacific Final, which they lost to the Blues, and their displays in that competition were rewarded with call-ups to Robertson's All Black squad. If you are a fan of All Blacks, write "Go All Blacks" in the comments and subscribe to the channel to reach the target of 10,000 subscribers. After playing mostly off the bench during the July internationals against England and Fiji, and during the early stages of the Rugby Championship, the young duo were included in the All Blacks run-on side in recent weeks in matches against the Springboks and Wallabies. Robertson couldn't hide his delight with the progress they have made. Radama walked off with the official Man of the Match award in Sydney after impressing with his slick service to outside backs and his attacking play, gaining 49 meters from 5 runs. Satiti also shone with the ball in hand, finishing with 53 meters gained from a whopping 16 carries. When asked about their performances, a clearly delighted Robertson said, "Oh, just pleased that they got the courage to show their talent and their skill set on the bigger stage. So early in their Test career, they step right to the occasion, don't they, in the big moments. And, it's great when you give young guys opportunities and they take them. The last 3 weeks, both of them have been remarkable. Great story, isn't it?" Despite claiming a 31-28 victory in Sydney to retain the Bledisloe Cup for the 22nd consecutive year, the All Blacks win came at a cost as they lost Jordie Barrett to injury. "He's got a medial knee, so we'll have to get that scanned," said Robertson. New Zealand made a superb start, racing into a 21-0 lead in the first half and leading 31-14 early in the second half. But for the 5th consecutive test, they failed to score points during the final quarter of a match. Their discipline also slipped, as they played with 13 men at one stage after Anton Lienert-Brown and Caleb Clark received yellow cards. Despite the tense finish, Robertson was happy that his team returned to winning ways after back-to-back losses against South Africa. "I'm really pleased," he said. "I'm just really proud of the effort and the care, some incredible defense at the end and some scramble D. After a couple of yellow cards, we just found a way to win it. I'm so proud." He admitted to being relieved that his team managed to hang on for the win, but also gave credit to the Wallabies for pushing them to the limit. "Full respect to the Aussies," added Robertson. "We just didn't quite finish those opportunities we've been creating all year, and there's big momentum swings. When the score is like that, there's always a bit of trepidation, isn't there? You've got to keep going and make those final passes stick. But they didn't, and we got into a hell of a battle and found a way." That's the latest on this epic Bledisloe Cup clash. If you haven't yet, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell to stay updated with all the latest from the All Blacks. We're aiming for 10,000 subscribers, and your support will help us get there. What do you think about the performances of Radama and Satiti? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below.